Welcome back to Richo Hobby and Art. I recently acquired a collection of souvenir spoons and classical spoons that came from my family, and so I'm going to show those to you today. I'm going to take them out of this holder because the camera had problems with focus, so just get that out of the way. First item is actually not a spoon, it's a fork, and get my script back out. So this is a fork. It's a kind of an odd fork because it has the four tines, but one of them is drastically different. If you know the difference there, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, it's got roses beading around the edge, and the letter, possibly, I'm not really sure what that letter is. And so, otherwise, it's made by the Mermaid Jacquard and Company out of St. Louis, and it's a nice fork. Next item is another spoon. This one has a C on the end. The initials for the person that I got this from, MAC, so you'll see a lot of things in here that have an MA or C on them. And this person was my great-grandmother. And so a decorative spoon with, decorations on the handle. And let's see here. It does say patent 1902 on the back. And that's consistent with the time frame that she collected a lot of these spoons. This next spoon is a St. Louis spoon. It says St. Louis in the bowl. And then the spoon itself features a woman and child, a lot of decorations of flowers and plants on both sides of the handle. This is also from the Mermaid Jacquard and Company out of St. Louis, and there are a few of them in this collection that have that. It also says copyrighted on the back, but it doesn't give a year. It says copyrighted right there. And all of these spoons are sterling. They all say sterling on the back, and several of them do have stamps. Those stamps of sort of like a lion, an anchor, the different things that showed something as being sterling. And so I'm not going to get into that in this video, but there's plenty of videos out there that talk about the stamps you see on the back of these. Also, I'm not going to handle these with gloves. Normally I would handle spoons with a glove, but the condition these are in now is the condition they were in for many decades. I may consider polishing them at some point. I am a metals conservator. I know how to do that. If these were lacquered, I would definitely not touch them. But at this point, they've been handled with these hands just as they have been by my family, and so I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, this next one is from Boulder. I assume it's Boulder, Colorado. It features purple flowers painted on the top, sort of on, I'm going to guess, on an enamel backing. Otherwise with flowers and decorations on both sides of the handle. And again, it says Boulder in the bowl itself. And on the back it has the number 52, and other than the sterling. And that's really all there is to that one. All right, next we have one. There's a F on the end. This is from the Gorham Company. And has a patent 1000N or R. I can't really read. And it could be 19 something. But anyway, this is next spoon. Next one is really small. This is from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'll have other pictures of this. Features a man on a horse, or a cowboy on a horse, a Native American in headdress, tomahawk, bow and arrow, and some decorative items that go down to the neck to the bowl. There's nothing on the back, no indication where it came from or who made it. Next one features a pineapple on the handle. It is from Palm Beach, Florida. And it also has one of these twisted handles. And you'll see another one in part 2 that has that as well. Nothing else on this one. Nothing showing who made it. And there are companies that made lots and lots of souvenir spoons, so that's not a normal thing. This one's really nice and really spectacular, I think, for this collection. This is from the 1933 Chicago World's Fair, the Century of Progress. At the top, it features either Mercury or a person with a helmet or a crown with an eagle on it that says, I will, 1933. There's a globe with some hands, the word Chicago, and then in the bowl, it features the administration building. And this is etched in there. It's raised. You can feel it. It's not just a drawing. And then at the top of the back, it says Travel and Transportation Building, and there's a picture of that. I have seen versions of this one online, and I've seen versions of several of these spoons online. I can tell you they're not worth a lot. Somewhere between $5 and $64 on eBay or Etsy. So for me, they're just nice collection items rather than something's worth money. And then the final one here, this is a graduation spoon. Features a woman in graduation cap and gown holding a book and a diploma. She's on both sides. And then in the bowl, it says May 22nd, 1912. I had found one just like this online that had been used with the Illinois Women's College. And before 1930, that was the name of that college. In 1930, it became McMurry College. And that's of interest because some of the people in my family had graduated from McMurry, and I think this great-grandmother had as well. So it's very possible that this spoon was from that Illinois Women's College, if it was indeed 1912. And but I'm sure that the maker of this spoon probably made several of these for other places as well. This was made by the SSMC Sart brothers out of Attleboro, Massachusetts. And that location, Attleboro, Massachusetts, will be seen a lot more in some of the spoons I show in part 2. So stay tuned for those.